Hey guys, welcome to my second video. Today I want to talk to you guys about just sticking to it. Sticking to the process, embracing the journey. And the reason I want to talk to you guys about this is because this is something that I'm learning to embrace. This is something that I'm just trying to program and learn myself. And I wanted to tell you a little story about the history of me and YouTube, because this isn't the first time I've started YouTube. Some of you might know, who are watching this, that I tried to start YouTube last year. And the backstory is I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel. I was always the consumer and I always wanted to be the creator. I was always so discontent with being a consumer, and I wanted to transition to being a creator. So I tried to start YouTube finally for the first time last year. And my level of commitment to the journey last year was absent. I had the strongest desire to do it. I went through it was a 1 week crash course on YouTube with challenges involved in making thumbnails and titles and writing out video ideas and ultimately posting your first video. And I was really, really in the moment excited about it. And then that excitement all came crashing down when I posted my first video. Nobody could have prepared me for what I was going to feel upon doing that. Nobody could have prepared me. When I tried starting the first time, I felt like the biggest fraud. And if you don't know what imposter syndrome is, I encourage you to look it up, especially if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, because you're going to find out what that is real fast. And last year when I tried starting the YouTube channel, I was not ready for that at all, and I wasn't committed to the journey at all. So, and it reminds me of the parable of the sower that Jesus mentions. Now, it might be in a different context that I'm thinking of it, but fundamentally the principle applies. The sower went out to sow seed in the field, and he sowed on 4 different grounds. There's the path, the rocky path, then there's the rocky soil, then there was the soil that had thorn bushes in it, and then there was the good soil. But I was very much, when I was starting YouTube, when I look at that parable just in the context of YouTube, not even in the bigger context that Jesus was intending it to be in, I was the seed that was sown in the rocky soil. I was very excited and I sprouted up really, really fast. And I was like, yes, I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to go after it. I'm going to post this video. But I didn't have any resolve to stay committed for the journey. And so when the sun scorched me, and metaphorically, the sun scorched me, when I went through those feelings of, oh, I'm a fraud, I'm not built for this, I'm a failure, why do I feel like I can teach people on these things? When I had these thoughts and these feelings bombard me, I actually quit. I quit. And it wasn't a good feeling quitting. It really wasn't, especially because it was still something that I wanted to do. YouTube was still something that I wanted to do. But fast forward to this past season. As you might have seen, I posted my first video 2 weeks ago. And yeah, the quality wasn't there, and I still felt those same feelings. But this time around, I was actually committed. This time around, I was like, no, I'm not falling into that same trap. I'm not falling into the same trap of negative thinking, of I'm going to fail, I'm a fraud. I was not going to fall into that. Although I did. experience those feelings. Very much so. Very much so. And I learned that last year, if I had actually sat with those feelings instead of just felt them and like ran away from them as fast as possible, if I actually would have sat with them, if I actually would have took the time to think upon ways in which maybe I should be doing YouTube a little bit differently, or how I can make it better for myself, then I would have been a lot more likely to continue. This time around, I changed my name on YouTube. I've changed it 3 times since I've started this time around. But it's because I'm constantly trying to adapt to what I think is sustainable for me. Because this is not something that I want to be a phase. And I'm sure that you're probably starting something, or you have started something, and you don't want it to be a phase. You want to see this thing through to the end, like I do. So I sat with myself. I sat with God. I prayed. I meditated. And I was discussing with my wife. And I was constantly looking at other YouTubers and learning from what I thought I was supposed to be doing to, you know what, this approach is actually more natural for me. Which is why there's a different approach here in this video. It's a lot more of me just talking to you guys, aka talking to the camera, and just trying to share my experiences rather than have a premeditated plan for a video and have an elaborate plan or execution, like a script and everything, a frameworks. Like the first video was definitely it was a lot more of a framework structure. I had planned for editing, I had planned for the thumbnail, I had a plan for everything. But this video, I don't have a plan for anything, but I have a commitment. And that's the difference between last video and this video. Is last video, I was committed to perfection. This time I'm committed to the process. I'm committed to the journey this time. Because if I really want to see this thing through to the end, that means I have to be willing to endure through all the failures and all the mistakes that I'm going to inevitably make. And you have to come to terms with that too, in whatever you're deciding to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about today is just stay committed to the journey and don't lose sleep. Don't quit because you're experiencing some pressure in the moment. Don't rely on your spontaneous burst of energy to carry you through a multi-year discipline. And I've seen actually incredible character growth already. I've only posted 1 video, and I've seen incredible character growth already. Just being able to confront those feelings and emotions makes you a better person. Being able to have the thoughts, I'm a fraud. I failed. I messed up. I'm not good enough. And saying, you know what? I'm going to still carry on with this. I'm going to still grind this out. If you have those negative, discouraging thoughts coming at you and you still choose to go forward, you're becoming a resilient, strong person. Because that's real hardship. Those thoughts that you experience are so real. The feelings that you experience are so real. And that hardship is so real. It's not serious. Like, if I quit doing YouTube, it's not like my life's in jeopardy. Like, it's not serious like that. But those feelings and those thoughts, like, they're real. And they have real implications. But it strengthens your spirit when you push forward anyways. So that's my encouragement to you guys, is to push forward. That whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, you can push forward. You might have to change your approach and to make it a lot more, to refine your process, your working habits. You might have to take a leap of faith, but you can do it. If you push forward, you will not regret it. You will be a better person for it, and you will be rewarded. So stick to the process. Don't get hooked up on results. Just get hooked up on becoming better every single day, and you will see results. God bless you, and see you in the next video.